Morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Kyle's Daily Bad Words of Wisdom. Got some facts for you? Check this out. In the 19th century, Holland, a Protestant man and a Catholic woman were not allowed to be buried next to each other, so they built their headstones into monuments for each other, reaching up over the wall and holding hands. I hope you can see that. Pretty good. And secondly, oh hey, I talked about this girl last week. Margaret Hamilton wrote the code for Apollo 18. She was like a child prodigy for a long time, math whiz, a counter of numbers, and NASA's used her for a long time to double check. When they first came out with the big computers, they would use her to double check the exact numbers. When they realized women were using the sacks to make clothing for their children, flour mills in the 30s started putting little flowers, cool designs on their sacks, so that it's not just a plain old flour sack dress. That's cool. Okay, I can say this right. FC Barcelona, one of the largest soccer teams in the world, has a reverse sponsorship agreed with UNIF. The team wears the organizer's logo and the shirts and then donates 1.5 million euros a year, or $1.8 million a year. That's cool. Alright, be glad that we don't have population this bad, and pollution. Beijing, sorry. Pollution is so bad that people often stay inside, and children come to play sports inside of inflated clear air domes. Many people dropped out of the 2014 Beijing marathon because their masks had actually turned brown. Researchers, even now, recently, describe the atmosphere pollution to be so bad that it is inhabitable for human beings at this point. Not much they can do. And here we go. Page number 2. If there ever was a catastrophic crashing of the internet, there are in the world 7 people that have key cards that can reboot the system if 5 of the keys are used together. So they all have to turn the key, put the key in at once, turn the key all together. If everything goes haywire, they can turn it back on. I don't know what that means exactly, but there's some infrastructure there. Killer whales are smart, man. Check this out. Killer whales live in captivity with dolphins, so this doesn't really happen in nature because they don't care. Because why? But dolphins, they can learn their language and actually start using it and communicating with them. So the killer whale is imitating the sound of the dolphins, but not just pretending, he's actually communicating. You can see the greater communication going back and forth. This right here, freaking awesome. I need this. I need this. Scientists have created Aquaman crystals that can absorb a room full of oxygen and store it for later use. This discovery might be the key to underwater breathing. A handful of crystals could pull water out, pull oxygen right out of the water around you while you're diving underwater. So you just be breathing on these crystals that sucks all the ambient air out of all the water. That's some high techy stuff here. Alright. Sucks for this guy, but honestly, he had a pretty, not the smartest flag for war times. Around 2000, okay, this guy, he kayaked from Germany to Australia. So, that's quite a long distance there. I'd say that's almost the quarter around the continent. The entire world darn near. That's not. But anyway, between 1932 and 1938, he canoed, and then finally, when he got to his destination, he ended up being arrested as a prisoner of war due to the outbreak of World War II. And look at his little canoe. Probably a bad choice for wartime to look like that. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.